Okay, so I seem to have found quite the rabbit hole here on the Dr. Phil channel with well, read the title. When it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly, says 16-year-old African American. Yeah, imagine being fucking black. Dude, imagine that shit, man. That would suck. That'd just be terrible. Alright, let's play this video.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. Naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant. It's like
Your nose is not giant. Bitch, you look like you just got curb stomped. You look like if you sneezed, I'd see two slugs coming out of it. The Dr. Phil's logo looks like it could fit into your nose.
like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like, they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black
Your lips are big as fuck.
people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto, but when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I
Yeah, right, bitch. You need way too much plastic for that shit. You're about 4%, she's about 94.
think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here, I'm here. White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them?
What is wrong with you? You fucking black? You fucking black guy? Imagine being born black.
They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways.
Hope you get hit on the way.
Are you okay?
I'm irritated.
I'm sorry.
I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might not know that I'm white, but I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood.
You can feel it through your blood as your mother, who is black, is sitting right next to you.
I tell my mom I'll never be like any of those Negroes. My mom tries to criticize me about my supposed race. I tell her she's just ignorant. There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
Oh my god, there it fucking is. All these troglodytes want to pull out the freedom of speech card. What the fuck is that? Your freedom of speech doesn't make everything you say right. Your freedom of speech doesn't make you a living Bible.
Okay, Treasure, how are you this morning?
Pretty great. How are you?
I'm all right.
That's great.
Now, you've been listening to everything we've talked about so far,
Yes,
right?
I have.
And is there anything that your mom has said or told me about that's inaccurate, incomplete, or that you want to add something to?
Well, I mean, actually, yeah. You guys called me delusional earlier, and I feel like the only people
No, I did
who...
not call you delusional. I asked your mother if she thought you were delusional.
Yes, well, you asked her that question. I would like to clarify the fact that I am nowhere near delusional. I'm actually very capable and a very intelligent person.
So this is a thing that very non-intelligent people think to do. They tend to think they're very intelligent. I know I'm not the smartest, but I do like to criticize people who are dumber than me. But, you know, on her side, at least she can speak better than I can, so fair enough.
So,
Being delusional and being intelligent are not mutually exclusive.
well, I feel like if you're being delusional, then you gotta be some type of retarded. And I'm not that.
Says the black girl who doesn't think she's black. Fuck, she really can speak better than me.
Well, I have two things to say about that. Number one, that's absolutely just simply not the fact. And number two, using that word is very derogatory. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't use that word.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I'll understand, only because I'm a very respectful person. And if you wish that I don't use that word, then I most definitely won't use it.
Okay, appreciate that.
Okay, no problem.
When you say that you believe yourself,
The fuck was that? That one took me a second, like, to digest. She had to, like, convince herself before she could convince Dr. Phil that she's a nice and respectful person. Like, I really don't understand. My question is, if Dr. Phil was black, how would she be acting up here on this stage right now? She just throw a tantrum, just start flipping tables and shit. Ah, god damn it, too much melanin in this room.
To be Caucasian, tell me why you believe that to be true.
Well, I know I'm a Caucasian because when I wake up in the morning, I just have such a great life, and that my hair is so perfect, my skin isn't ugly.
And Dr. Phil says she's delusional.
And I'm not fat also, which is also a really African American thing. So like, I'm just nowhere near like them. And plus they're so thug and criminal that I can't relate.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, that's just so riddled with ignorance, I don't even know how to respond.
Okay.
And,
yeah, Dr. Phil's absolutely right here. Of course she's ignorant. I mean, she's ignorant even to her own race, so of course she's going to be ignorant about it. Dude, what do you mean black people are fat? Have you never seen a fat white person or a fat Hispanic or a fat Asian or Mexican or whatever? I'm sure you've seen a fat fucking fish before. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything can be fat. Doesn't matter race, gender, or even what fucking animal you are.
And I'm not saying it to be insulting. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of intelligence. It means lack of information.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're confusing the concept of race and ethnicity, because race is really biologically determined.
I know I'm biologically white.
Ethnicity, on the other hand, has to do with whether or not you identify with a particular group in terms of their culture and practices, beliefs, religions, things that go along with that particular group, and that has nothing to do with race. Sometimes.
Why does it matter, Dr. Phil? Why does it really matter? She hates black people because they're black. I don't think the problem here isn't opening her eyes between the difference in race and ethnicity. The problem is curing her fucking racism and I was about to use the R word, but I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Fuck you. Not you, Dr. Phil. You're a babe. Hit me up.
They can overlap, but not always.
Well, I feel like you're wrong. You're completely wrong. I know who I am and I know my race, and I'm a proud white person.
Ignorant.
Be a problem in the future for me. And as long as I have a mouth, I most definitely will express my opinions.
Maybe you could express them with less ethics.
My fear with my sister and her crazy views is that she's going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
My worst fear is that my daughter Treasure will put on a white sheet and join the Ku Klux Klan.
If my mom is afraid that I might join the Ku Klux Klan, the only thing that she needs to know is I may just do it if they offer me a hood.
Okay. Racism. This is literally Uncle Ruckus, but it's Auntie Rucka.
What is it that's caused you to have such self-loathing and self-hatred that you're so rejecting of who you are? You project it onto others.
You can actually see, like, I just noticed, look at it in her face. You can tell that she sees that he is, right? Like, the way she's kind of moving her head, look at that shit.
Who you are.
Look.
You project it onto others.
That's just so weird. Like she knows she's wrong and she knows he's right, and yet she still will not do it. It's just like all these 5G cell tower people. Listen, 5G causes coronavirus, and it does. Stay in your house. Okay? They're absolutely right about that. I have no idea why I compared them, because that's actually a true theory, and yeah.
But you're clearly describing yourself when you say that. And I'm just wondering.
That's funny.
What is it? What have you done that's made yourself so upset with you?
Well, I mean, I don't have any problems with myself. I honestly think that God made one perfect person. It's me.
Step aside, Frieza. Step aside, Cell. There's one perfect being in this universe, and it's racism, woman.
And I mean, I just Well, I don't have any issues with myself necessarily. I feel like black people should just be put in a different place. Let's say that, because I'm not going to say.
Wait, I want to finish this sentence. She says, because I'm not going to say anything too bad. I mean, you've already completely ruined your own image. You might as well just go all the way and just go balls to the wall and finish out.
Say anything too extreme, because I know they're.
You have no idea what the look on my face is right now.
Around and they get all angry and stuff. And black people are very
Okay,
chaotic.
well, let's take that out of it. Let's take that out of the conversation for a minute. Let's just completely forget about race and African Americans. Let's forget about that completely.
That's hard for me to do.
Well, but let's try it. You said you're very intelligent and that you're the perfect person.
Just walk around worrying about black people. It's like, oh my God, I don't get it. It's like germaphobes. They just walk around worrying that like fucking a germ is gonna jump in their mouth and just come in their mouth. Like, I really don't get it. Like, is this black guy just gonna appear and smack the shit out of you, call you a motherfucker, poop on your head, and walk away? No, just calm down.
And so I'm sure you can achieve whatever you set out to do.
All right.
All right. So I'm curious how you define empathy.
I don't have any. I feel like if you have empathy, then you have sympathy for someone. You know, like if I see a homeless person on the street and I give him $1, then I have empathy for him. I feel like, oh, wow, he's homeless. But honestly, for me, if I gave a homeless person $1, I would take it back just because I would like to see the sadness on his face of me, you know, tricking him, thinking I'm going to give him money.
So you don't wish other people well?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Why would I?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. So the person that you would decide as ideal would not be someone that would wish others well.
No, not at all. I don't believe in sacrifices for other people.
No,
especially.
that's not sacrifice, just that you would wish others well.
No, not at all. No, I don't care about people. People just aren't on the same level as me. People are really low to the ground, and I'm like in the.
She has evolved. The perfect being has become yet more perfect. Now her racism has taken on a whole nother level. Black people, no. All people. Boku wa Kamigaru.
The clouds, kind of. Like, they're just up.
They're in
I'm
some
up
whole
here,
other
they're
world.
down here. Like, there's separate levels for, like, I believe that we're in two different lanes, you know?
You're saying an ideal person.
This joke may have came a little late, but I'm saying it anyway. I believe we're in two different lanes, just like your teeth. Insert laugh track.
Does not care what happens to other people.
Yeah.
And so everybody else, you would wish them to fail while you succeed.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's how you only make it in life. If you don't do that, then where are you going to be?
Right, we're Dr. Phil sitting, helping people for a living. Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. That's the end of this. See ya.